Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game from the chess history. So in this chess game we have Vladas Mikenas, the legendary Lithuanian Soviet chess master. You should study some of his chess games, they are brilliant. And his opponent was Sergey Lebedev, Russian chess master. This chess game was played in Georgia in 1941. So a must-see Immortal game. So we have d4, knight to f6. And basically we are reaching to the Queen's Gambit declined position. So developing the pieces h6, asking a question. Bishop to h4, black castled, rook over c6, bishop to d3, knight from b to d7, knight to f3, d takes on c4, bishop takes, knight to d5, bishop to g3. Important move, keeping the bishops, exchanging would not give any advantage for white. It could even relieve black's position. So keeping the bishops on the board. Knight takes on c3, b takes on c3, and white looks more solid and flexible. We have c5 and then white castled. a6 and planning queenside expansion and maybe fianchetto the bishop on b7. So bishop to d3 and aiming the king with the bishop. Knight to f6, knight to e5, bishop to d6, and this was not a very good move because white played bishop to h4. So planning to develop the bishop, the light square bishop should have been considered, but we have bishop to d6 and then bishop to h4, and this looks annoying for black because the knight is pinned and black can't push the g-pawn. That weakens the king side seriously. So bishop is going back and black is wasting time. And you might also ask what happens if capturing the knight, then d takes on e5, g5 doesn't work. Can you see why? Because of capturing the knight, and if black doesn't want to lose the piece, then check and black is getting checkmated. So this is why black has to go back, bishop to e7 and then bishop to b1, and white's plan can't be more simple, queen to c2 or queen to d3, attacking from the dangerous looking light diagonal. Bishop takes knight on f6, defender elimination tactic, and mating the king on h7, easy peasy. So Lebedev played queen to e8, hoping to defend with pushing the g-pawn, because after queen to c2 or queen to d3, had black pushed the pawn, let's say queen would be on d8, then white could sacrifice the knight and then unleash a very strong attack. So black is hoping to defend with pushing the g-pawn. So the black queen is supporting on g6. As like I said, white could sacrifice the knight on g6, but we can say that black is looking very cramped this time. So d takes on c5 and we have g5, because if bishop takes on c5, then bishop takes knight, and this is going to open the king, and this looks very bad for Lebedev. So this is why he first pushed the pawn, but it is weakening the king side and then capturing. But now this is the important moment of this chess game. Mikenas played an unbelievable move. Well, he played, watch this, f4, sacrificing for the attack, and it looks like this was a move of a chess patzer, because it looks like this is blundering the exchange and the pawn, and the sacrifice is accepted. Bishop takes on c1, maybe queen takes bishop is expected, but Mikenas played f takes on g5, full steam ahead, and this opens up the rook, and white has a very strong attack. Bishop takes on g5, defending both of the pieces with this, but then came exclamation point, rook takes on f6, a hammer blow, and Mikenas says, come on, take my rook and make my day, go ahead, like Clint Eastwood. But we have king to g7. What happens if bishop takes rook? Then queen to d3. You can see that black is very cramped and black can't defend. The bishop is also blocking the f-pawn. There is no defense and black is getting checkmated. So after rook takes on f6, this hammer blow, we have king to g7. And then queen to d3 by Mikenas, and we have h5. And this time he says, come on, take my rook again and make my day. But we have h5. If king takes rook, then can you see what happens? Then knight to g4, that's check, and black is getting checkmated. And if king to g7, then queen to h7 is checkmate. And in this position, if bishop takes rook, this is also going to be checkmate. Black is getting mated. So h5, with this move, we can understand that black is clamping on g4 for not allowing knight to g4 check after king takes. But then h4, giving the boots to the bishop. And Mikenas says, go ahead, take the rook and make my day. But we have king takes, and of course if bishop takes rook, then we have checkmate. But king takes is also failing for black. This allowed a very beautiful forced checkmate, and black is getting checkmated. In two moves white to play, can you guess the next move? Check. Okay, so did you see this? Pawn takes knight, and then bishop to e5, that's check. Well, in this position, if king moves, checkmate, and if king to e7, checkmate. Very beautiful. So after knight to g4, we have pawn takes knight, and then the bishop sacrifice, king takes bishop, because if king to e7, obviously we have this checkmate. So king takes, and then finally queen to d4, checkmate. Very beautiful, brilliant finish, checkmating the king in the center of the chessboard. Mikenas himself said that this was his own immortal chess game, and I think he was right. You don't see checkmates like this every day. No wonder why he picked this chess game as his immortal game. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.